KUGAN CASSIUS IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're in Sheffield here.
Oh, you see, I might like cocky swaggers, come on, because it's Sheffield.
What are you wearing, by the way?
Number 2. How you doing? You good? This guy gave me acupuncture yesterday. I'm alright, it's actually gone. I'm clear as a whistle.
Yeah, good.
But I'm not a believer. Acupuncture yesterday, even with AJ.
Yeah. Put an I in front of Ron.
Ron. Yeah.
Put an I in front of Ron. What does that spell?
Iron. Hey!
What happened to your iron? What happened to your iron?
I'm in a rush. You know, I'm busy.
Yeah?
Just quite busy, that's all.
Who's ringing?
Nobody.
Adam, he's over there. This maybe wasn't the best place to come and do this, actually.
You know what? This is like... I come in this gym and every time I come in, I get jealous because when I see the facilities that are here, you can't beat it. I can understand why AJ, he doesn't want to stay down in London when it comes to a fight. I can totally get it. I totally get it. So this is like everything expected of it.
Just imagine if these facilities were here when you used to fight in the 60s. I mean, imagine what you could have been then.
On the wall somewhere.
Is your picture on the wall?
Yeah. In the toilets. You were looking as well.
I was. Johnny, let's talk about yesterday. Twitter meltdown.
What?
Did you see it?
No, what happened?
Fury and Joshua.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Mate. I saw that. Listen, I think Josh dealt with it well. Fury's Fury. And the only way we can all benefit out of this is if these two fight. Sticks and stones and all that, we can shout as much as we want. It's one of those things. I get where Fury's coming from. People are forgetting he was the man that beat the man. You know, and he's making everybody realise, remember, who set this up. Him having a pop at AJ, that's probably how he works it. Probably how he keeps himself in the mix. I'd probably do it myself if I was Fury. You know, because I'd be a bit peeved. If I was Fury and I'm thinking, hold on a minute, I beat him. It's me that put him in his place. How come somebody's talking about me? So I kind of get where he's coming from. And as a confident fighter, you'd think I could do it, like he is doing. I get it. I get where the ball coming from. Josh has dealt with it the right way. I saw one of the remarks saying I've got a couple of inside seats. Don't be in a +1 for your fat ass. And I thought, damn. So it did make me chuckle.
But it's quite clearly a little bit of Fury knowing obviously his big fight's happening next Saturday and a little bit of mind games just to...
Yeah. I'm actually surprised Josh has responded to it. I am actually surprised he has.
But he has responded to him in the past. It seems to be the only kind of fighter that he will say bite to. I'm not saying he bit to it. I'm saying that...
Probably it just means nothing to him. He's thinking sticks and stones and all that. It probably means nothing to him. Listen, I've interviewed him before. And when it comes to it, he said, look, the business is done when the bell's gone. We can say whatever we want outside the ropes. So, to me, I get where he's coming from. I get where they're both coming from. Hopefully, Tyson will get himself in a position where it can happen again. The problem is, you know, it's politics, isn't it? You know, will A work with B and stuff like that, and that's the only problem why these things don't happen.
Is that the biggest fight in heavyweight boxing that could potentially happen?
For us, yeah. For us,
even on a world scale?
I don't know how the Americans look at it. I don't know how they view Tyson Fury, even though he beat Vladimir. I don't know what their opinion on him is. I don't know. I know they rate Joshua highly, but I don't know what their opinion on him is. I do know here in the UK, it doesn't really matter what you think in the rest of the world, because look, Fox Groves, it was a bigger, massive fight here, 80,000 people at Wembley. Was it a big deal in the States? No. Now this one, 90,000 people, Wembley. Is it a big deal in the States? Yes, it is. You know,
well, Showtime and HBO think it is. So.
Yeah, exactly. It was all right. So this one. So what if it was Josh and Fury? You know, it didn't. As long as we're all right, let's bother about us.
Yeah, well, obviously that's clearly the biggest fight that can be made in this country.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And it's something that we'd all lick our lips for, but unfortunately we can't get giddy until we see see Tyson's situation, see what he's going to do, if he's going to fight, when he's going to fight, see how he plays it.
There's a lot of people I speak to believe that Klitschko's going to beat Joshua. It's a gamble that's sort of becoming realised as the weeks have gone on, because when it was announced, a lot of people saying that, you know, probably going on the back of the Fury display, maybe grown old overnight. But now, as it's edging towards it, is it a gamble?
I don't think Fury's
how big a gamble is it?
I don't think Fury's getting the credit, and that's what I'd be peed off about if I was him. I don't think he's getting the credit for the win. I don't think it's fair. Just because he did it in a conventional style, just because it didn't look pretty, he got the job done, and he beat him. End of story. Even Vladimir himself saying, in my head I didn't lose. In my head I didn't lose. He still can't come to terms with it, just like the general public. So I understand Fury's frustration to say, hold on a minute, I beat that guy. Why are you all ignoring this fact? So I get where he is, and so he's putting himself in the mix to say, whatever he's saying about AJ, I'm the man. I'm the man, I'm the man. So let's not all play this game and develop amnesia about Tyson Fury. And that's what seems to be happening. Everybody's developing amnesia about what Tyson Fury actually achieved. This is because of him, the whole heavyweight scene has blown up. Now, that when it comes to those two fighting, that's a different kettle of fish. Because now, if I was most fighters, I'd have boxed Anthony Joshua last year. Because as these fights go on, especially with this fight here, with experience comes wisdom. So he's getting more fights, more time to train, more wisdom. It makes him a better, more rounded fighter. So the longer Tyson leaves it to fight Anthony Joshua, to put himself in a position to fight Anthony Joshua, the harder the task will realistically be. And he's got to get in the head, because in his head, we don't know what he's doing privately, but we know publicly for Anthony Joshua, he's getting ground, he's getting more and more experience, and this is what he wanted. When he won the world title, he said, look, I'll get as much experience as I can. This is about time, and this fight is about time. So now it's not about just to win for Anthony Joshua, it's the fashion of the win. So the fashion beating Vladimir Klitschko, that then all of a sudden will make people think, wow, look what he's just done there. If he does it in fashion, if he does it in style. And that's a big question, that's where we all are.
Who are you picking?
Early, I'd say Josh inside 6 rounds. The longer the fight goes, I would naturally say the one that's got more experience and more boxing ability, and that would be Vladimir. Because I just think, you know, Josh is where he was 10 years ago. You know, so he's got to get experience. But the technique, the boxing itself, let's not fool ourselves. You know, technique-wise, Vladimir's got more technique when it comes to the boxing, but when it comes to power, pace, accuracy, youth, speed, Joshua's got it all in abundance. So that's what Vladimir's got to be careful the first half of the fight. The first half of the fight will tell us exactly how the fight's going to go. Because if Josh touches him and he folds, that means we know whenever Josh touches him, he's gone. And how will he deal with that? So he's going to try and grab and hold and everything to make this fight nasty, because he's not from here. And this is where Carl Froch's line came in. We can all have a push and a pull. So when Vladimir gets in there to lean on him and hold on to him, he wants to punch him off, not push him off. Because when you get into a fight and you're holding each other and you're pushing each other off, it's safe, you're all right, you feel comfortable, it's just a push. You get punched off, you think, well, I ain't getting close to him. So this is about, AJ's got to bully him on every level. And so far, he's played the game. Head down, being respectful, played the game. When it comes to it, bell goes, he needs to turn into a schoolyard bully. And that's how he wins this fight.
So, didn't really answer the question there.
I did.
You said if it's early, it's Joshua. If it's late,
I said AJ inside 6 rounds. The longer it goes, the more I would slide towards Vladimir, because you would think his boxing ability comes through. Which means is, if AJ's hit him inside 6 rounds and the man's still there, then Houston, we have a problem. But realistically,
you're covering the first half of the fight with one fighter,
yeah,
and you're covering the second half of the other.
I can do
fight.
that.
That's like saying, who's going to win out of like Man United and Chelsea? Well, if Man United,
are you going to make me put my neck on the line?
If Man United goes 5-0 up, then I'd say Man United will win.
No, that's
if
bullshit.
Chelsea go 5-0 up,
no, that ain't.
I'll back Chelsea in the
You're playing me.
Yeah,
that ain't it. And what I'm saying is, you're looking on pace and power. Pace and power is always the key to the first half of the fight. Pace and power. Anthony Joshua's got it all. when it comes to the technique of boxing the long rounds and boxing all the way through the rounds, we've seen Vladimir do that all the time. So therefore, the second half of the fight suits him more. If you're going to make me choose one of the two, all right, I'll go for pace and power. AJ, knockout.
That's all I wanted.
Boom, done.
That's all I wanted.
But I don't play like that, man.
You like to leave it open, right? Leave it
I've
open.
actually got a good record so far.
Right.
I had a bad year, I've got a good record so far. So, yeah, I'm just saying, AJ,
Right.
you made me choose.
I want to be a billionaire, so...
And another thing,
Yeah.
he explained that line to me. So when he said that, AJ, he said, look, I was just telling you, to live in London, you've got to be a millionaire. Soon you're going to have to be a billionaire to live in London. So I want to buy a nice house for my family and everything and live in London. So I want to be a billionaire so I can live in London. Not to say it's all about the dough. Nah, he was just taken out of context. Give him a
What
break.
air are you?
Pardon?
What air are you?
Air of the dog.
You're definitely a millionaire, aren't you?
No, I'm not a millionaire. Money's not my
What,
god.
500 grand a year on Sky?
Money's not my god. As long as I can eat, put petrol in my car, pay my mortgage, I don't care. I'm happy, Larry.
Alright. Do you want to just show us a little bit on there?
Show what?
Don't know what you got left.
All right then. I'm talking 15 shots. See that? You want to show me again? You want me to show you again?
Loads.
You want to show me again?
Go on.
You count. How many do you see? How many? I don't want to do it again. I'm getting fatigued. I'm not going to start sweating up my shirt.
Go on.
It was that fast you didn't even hear the sound.
Johnny Nelson, thanks for nothing. Respect.